Hey guys, a lot of people are asking on advice, especially as they're entering the first year of college and asking what kind of things should they be prepared for when it comes to college, when it comes to academics and when it comes to their future career. So in this video, I'm going to tell you all 5 points which you all should be mindful of now that you all have entered college. Alright, before I get into it, if this is the first time that you're visiting this channel, then please do subscribe, and if you've been visiting us, then thank you so much for all your support. Please do leave a like and comment. Alright. Let's get into it. Point number 1, the degree of your bachelor's is not as important as the college. So what I mean by this is, I get a lot of students asking that should my son or should I do BCom or BBA or BAF or BMS, and people really struggle. In your 12th, you're surrounded by the whole world complicating it for you that, BCom is different and BBA is different. And remember one simple point, the degree does not really matter. At the end of your 3 years, if you've done BCom, your friend has done BBA, another friend has done BAF, another friend has done BMS, you guys will have the same, not even almost. Doesn't matter what the curriculum says, doesn't matter what the full form of the degree is, you guys will have the same opportunities because the companies in today's world just want to make sure that you're a graduate, and the curriculum difference between a BAF and a BMS and a BBA and a BCom is essentially negligible. Now, when you're studying, it might seem that these subjects are different, but trust me, when you come out of it, you're actually going to benefit by just being a graduate. What matters instead is the college you've come from. Companies across the world, and especially in India, when you work, and you're a fresher, and they read the college name, every city, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, they have their top colleges. So if the employer knows which college you've come from and it's a recognized college, for example, Bombay has HR and Jai Hind, KC, NM, Mitibai, Podar, and Delhi has Sri Ram College and Hansraj and more and more. If you're from these colleges, that's what matters, not whether you've done BBA or BCom from these. So focus on the college, the graduation degree will not matter too much. Point number 2, a lot of students are concerned that when I enter college, I'm going to have such difficulty in either getting internships, plus what if I want to study something, so I'll have my BCom or I'll have my BBA, and then I'll have to study CA or ACCA, CFA, or I'll have to study for my GMAT or for my CAT, and then if I do an internship, and then people land up taking the stupidest of choices just because of the mentality that I have to do something, and oh my god, how do I do so much together? A lot of parents are always worried that how my child will be overburdened. I understand certain students will have a lot of responsibilities, but if you are privileged enough to actually be free, parents are giving you the freedom to study something of your choice, just make the most of your life, then remember, you should do 3 things in college. A, actually attend college, whether it's BCom or whatever it is, without getting blacklisted. So that's your morning college. Second is pick up any other known degree or qualification that you can pursue. It could be anything which we are, for example, because we are in the field of finance, so it could be your CA or CFA or ACCA, CFP, actuarial science, CMA, it doesn't matter. You can study all of them or any of them rather. And from your first year or your second year latest, you should start working. Most people are always like, how can I do so much? How can I do so much? Guys, it's not, you're really sometimes over-pitying yourself, right? There are a lot of us who have done that, a lot of us who are doing that, a lot of our own students I've seen. At the end of the day, you might have a lot of discomfort in your 3 years, but when you come out of it, if you've attended college and not been in trouble in college, you've taken up some higher qualification simultaneously, and you've struggled and worked and gained experience for 1 or 2 or 3 years, by the time you're a graduate, you're going to be far, far ahead that even after that, if somebody joins an IIM, they will not be able to match up to you because you've invested so much in the beginning that the difference which you've created at the end of your graduation is so far ahead, and every year that you will work because you've been gaining momentum from your year 1, you will be so far ahead that even if somebody tries to match up to you after college, they will essentially not be able to bridge the gap. Point number 3, approach most college situations, and I don't mean social situations with friends and teachers and fests. I'm talking about from a career perspective. Approach with the mentality of I can do any amount of work because I'm in college, I'm at the peak of my energy as a student, right? Do not start with, oh my god, I heard about this, I heard about CFA and I heard about ACCA and I think I can do both together, but it's going to become too much. Or, oh, I have this opportunity for 6 months to go to another city, but I have my BCom exams coming up. There are always going to be reasons why, as a college kid, you might see certain opportunities, something exciting, but you'll end up not doing it. Somebody tells you to start investing in shares. It's a very good learning opportunity if you play it right. If you take money from dad and you invest it on a tip and you lose it, that's stupidity. But if you're going to invest on a tip, or you want to try investing on a tip, you can earn a small amount through a million ways, which will take you a month or two by yourself. So earn something if you can, and then try doing different. Always approach in college anything that you come across with a yes mentality. Most people have a no mentality, and that's why they basically procrastinate and end up doing nothing. Point number 4, start basic habits in college. Now this is a very common one, but it's something which I have a different reason to explain you guys, right? So as a basic habits, it could mean investing, it could mean go and start working out, it could mean start eating a little different and healthy, it could mean start planning your week in a way that you start becoming more habitualized, more disciplined. These basic habits will compound and by the time you graduate, it's anyways going to be a necessity once you get into the real world. If you develop it in your 3 years, you will have such a huge jump start over everybody else that you can change your life. And lastly, point number 5, start doing anything that will help you figure out your strength, but not through liking. Most people say, what do you like doing? That's just, again, not a very rational, practical way to figure out your passion. I would suggest try to do anything where you feel you can earn money. So what if you try and invest in the stock market? Do not put stupid money in stock market. It's not what I meant. I'm trying to tell you that if you're genuinely going to try and figure out, you can take 5,000 from your parents and try and see what happens over a period of 3 months by investing that 5,000. You can start a very small Instagram channel and try to understand how Insta works at the back end or YouTube works at the back end, and see if you can garner enough views that you can foresee revenue, you can foresee income coming. Start a small business, start doing basic, difficult tasks which most people in college are not going to do, because it doesn't matter. Like, in your mind, have a 20,000 budget, for example, that's it, and say in 20,000 I'm going to figure out something that will generate 2 lakhs. You have 3 years without losing the 20 grand. I'm not talking about gambling in any form. I'm talking about, in the US, they say open up a lemonade stand. That's the way kids used to learn about business and generate basic income. In India, you can do a lot of things in a similar manner today, and especially because of the internet. So try and pick up some skills. If you learn the basic skill of having a yes mentality, keeping your eye on how do I add value to the customers, so in some form I get paid, or finding a skill like the stock markets that pay you. If you follow certain habits like this, the rest of your life, along with your academics, along with your qualification, along with your work experience, and along with you having some form of proactive curiosity as to what is it that you can do for the rest of your life, you will once again be way ahead of all people around you. And forget others around you. Try and better yourself from yesterday every single day, because that mentality is going to be required. And the earlier you instill it, the easier it is for you to imbibe it, the more dividend it's going to pay for the rest of your life.